What's up? It's the one and only Kash Doll, and I'm rocking with Leah's lemonade. You got some sugar in that lemonade? Okay, I like it a little mixed up a little well. I like pink lemonade.
Do you? I like a little flavor,
What kind
like
of flavor?
mango, like strawberry lemonade. Juicy. Well, I wish I could give you the tea, baby, but mine's just a little bit tart, and that's why it's called Leah's Lemonade. And I'm excited because I got a queen at the lemonade stand. And let me tell you something. I really love this queen right here because you represent so well for the brown skinned girls in the industry. Hold it down, beautiful. And since your hair is viral, we're going to get into that in a second. But I got Cash Doll with me. How are you, boo?
I'm good. I'm good. Just a little tired. I've been on the road, but I'm good.
Well, speaking of being on the road, actually, I saw on your Instagram, Detroit showed you so much love. And I think it's a beautiful thing for artists to go home and see that because a lot of times artists talk about, not liking to go back home because they feel like their hometown don't embrace them. Why do you think you see so much love in your hometown?
You know what? In my hometown, I proved myself because it wasn't like that.
Really?
It wasn't. It was at a point where I used to cry. Yeah, I'm just like, why they hate me so bad? But now, I think I just proved myself, and I always stay positive, and I didn't let that get the best of me, and I didn't bash the city because of it, and I never said that. I just kept it pushing, just like, all right, they'll come around, type thing. So I think that, and then, as far as women, we had Aretha, Dage, Aaliyah, but like, it was like we ain't really have too many women to represent our city like that. And I think that they like the way I represent my city. Yeah.
Yeah, you put on, and one thing about you and your music is you really have bars. I think a lot right now, rap is getting very gimmicky, and while women are on top, and it's refreshing to see, there are women who are actually executing music and bars like you. So talk to me about that because I mean, you've been in the game for a minute. Maybe when this scale of women going up wasn't the way it seemed. So talk to me about like the era of women hip hop right now and your place in that.
You know what? It's trendy, and I just remain classic. That's it. There's nothing more to say. I ain't throwing shots. It just is what I mean, you said it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock it because do what you got to do. But I'm just gonna remain classic.
Now let's talk about your new single ride. Okay, first of all, what is the craziest thing you've ever done to get your lick back at a man?
Leave them. It's so crazy. I talk all that shit. I think that'd be like the inner me wanting to do this crazy shit, but I never flattened a nigga tires, never bust his windows out, never popped up on him, never. I never had an altercation like that. I don't know. I just be so like, man, whatever. But now I got a baby daddy. It might be different.
Right now,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully we ain't got to, but if it come around, I'm gonna tell you next time.
So what do you, especially now that you're matriculating through motherhood, which congratulations, your son is so freaking cute.
I'm in love with him so bad.
So cute. Y'all got a pretty family.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, but now that you're matriculating through motherhood, obviously things just changed for you. Tell me and your fans out there, what's the difference between Keisha and Cash Doll? You had a whole album where you did both, but like, what do people you think not really realize about like who you are as a person?
I don't think people know how sweet I am, how genuine and humble I am. I think because when you listen to Cash Doll, you get boss bitch crazy, turned up, like what you just said. Like, what's the craziest thing I've done to a man? Yeah, it's like because that's my alter ego. But I'm so chill. I be chilling. I like to have fun. All I want to do is laugh. I look out for a lot of people. I give back to people I don't even know. Like, I'm just a genuine little sweetheart.
From Detroit. From the D. No, I think one thing that's super interesting about you as well is that like when we were riding here, we were talking about it, I was like, I'm so excited to talk to Cash Doll. I was like, but she's one of the most unproblematic women rappers there are. You don't be in the shit. So why like how do you stay out of it? Because a lot of times artists will say it's the fans that like to pit women together, and especially with, the claim of the dolls, although to be clear, Cash was the OG. But like how do you stay out of all that mess and just like worry about your artistry?
Easy. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I really don't want no problems because I'm gonna take it to another level. I just rather not. I rather not because I'm really with it. So it's not really much I can say. I just rather it don't bother me. I think I got a lot of thick skin by me being around for so long because next year I'll be in the game for 10 years. So I think by me being around for so long, I've grew this thick skin to where I don't care. I genuinely don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Not one fuck, not two fucks, not red fucks, not blue fucks. I don't give a fuck. I think if I cared, it'll be a little different. But I genuinely just don't give a fuck. Like, I can't nobody even offend me.
But I also think that's why like a lot of artists aren't really happy because it's like you got the money, you got the fame, you have these accolades, and then it's like truly you have no peace.
You have no peace. And that's, you really not successful. Just because you got money don't mean you successful. Success is peace and happiness. So I'm genuinely happy. I'm in love with Cashton. I get a thrill out of being able to just see my son every day. Like, that makes me happy. Like, being able to do what I want to do for him at any point, anytime. Being able to go wherever I want to go at any point, anytime. My man at home every night. I don't have these issues. I'm happy. So I think once you get to that point, that's why nothing else in the outside world could phase you, because your real world is at peace. Yeah.
No, that's real good too because I think that again we just see it with Art Lennox tweeted recently. She was like, "I hate how much I seek validation." She was like, "I hate it for me as like an artist, but personally, like she was just talking about how her struggle is with validation. You've been in the game almost a decade. What was the point for you that made you be like, I don't need validation from the industry, from the world, from fans? Like, what made you get to that point? Because you said your baby did it, but like, I think to have longevity as long as you've had, you can't. So, what was that breaking point for you where you were like, okay,
That's a good question. I think it's just something that I prayed about, and God answered my prayer, and it just went away. Cause I was once like that. I'm not gonna act like it never happened. I'm gonna be 100% with you, but I think it just came with time, and me praying on it, and just really manifesting peace, and you know, and I just look at the greats, like how B just really don't
say a word.
respond.
Everybody on mute, okay?
Yeah, and then you learn that what you feed will grow.
Yeah,
So if you starve the negative stuff and feed the positive things, that's what will grow, and that's what you will be surrounded by, positive, because you get what you put out in this universe. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's a big part of just like I'm sure of who I am. And when I got free, when I was free with myself too, it got to a point where I was like, I'm dressing how I want to dress. I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not putting no weave in my hair. This is what I want to do, and if they're gonna accept me, they is, and if they don't, whatever. But it's people out there that genuinely love me for who I am, and when you realize that, you don't give a flying fuck.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, in an interview with Cam Newton you did recently, you talked about the fact that you feel like if you rapped about with what most girls are rapping about these days, promiscuity and other things like that, you probably would be a lot further in the industry. Talk to me about the balance of your craft because obviously every artist wants certain accolades or certain things, but also there's, I'm a little churchy, but the Bible says, what is a man to gain the whole world and lose a soul? So, like, for you, what's the balance there? What is the line you tote where it's like, I want, obviously, a Grammy, the accolades, the things, but also I'm not willing to sell my soul for these things. How do you balance that?
Just knowing that what God has for me is for me,
Come on.
and there's nothing, nobody, or nothing can get in the way of that. And I keep my heart pure. I make sure I put out good, so I'm not blocking my blessings. And I trust what he got for me, I'm going to have it. And I want what he want for me, not just what I want for myself. So I'm just good. And I never really said that, if I rapped about what they rapped about, I would be more successful. I just said that's not what I talk about. When he said that, girls talk about that, I said, well, that's not why I'm telling them to get their money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's way better when you got your own and you have something to of your own instead of just depending on a man and all that. So that's what I said. But I just believe in God. And you know what? We be thinking we want this and we want that and we want this until you get it. It's just like with cars and clothes and jewelry for me. I want it for so long and I'll get it and it's old to me in two seconds. You know what I'm saying? But when God give me something like Cashton, it's like it never get old.
Yeah.
That's just like a love like forever. So I just want what God wants for me. I know people think I should be way bigger than I am. Or they want to see me here and this and that. But I'm so at peace with what God has for me that I'm fine. Because guess what? I'm not hurting. I'm not hungry. I'm eating. I'm straight. My team's straight. We straight. Like everybody eating. We all right.
Oh, I love that. I love that about you. I love that you make it very clear about your source because that's important. A lot of people get to a certain level and forget, who's truly providing these things for them. Okay?
I made it all happen. None of this would be possible. So, and then I'm just so in tune. I'm very in tune with God and my dad, and I believe in that because it never failed me. Everything else has failed me, but God. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a firm believer.
Come on, Prophet Cash. We in here having church on a.
Middle name,
Come on.
Mr. Cash and Prophet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, it's lineage and alignment. Okay, real quick. Now, we got to talk about your hair because that has been all over the internet. They say Kash Doll never has a bad hair day, sis. Look
They
at
lying.
the material.
They lying. I be having bad hair days.
We ain't seen it.
I'm a hair girl.
And it shows.
Yeah, I like hair. Even not weave. Like I just adore beautiful hair. Like I see somebody all the time. I'll see somebody wearing their hair, and I'll be like their real hair. Like that's your hair. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Like I love hair.
Yeah.
So it's thank you. And then I wear like a nice brand hair. My best friend sell hair, and then I love. I just scroll through the internet and I just see different hairstylists and I link up like Daisy, she's my girl in Atlanta, and me and her do a lot together. I just will bring Daisy here and be like, do whatever. Sometimes I come in particular, and most of the time I'll be like, just go ahead, cut it. I don't care, whatever you want to do.
You one of those experimental? See, I'm scared. Like I'd be the girl on Next Top Model that would literally have a meltdown if Tyra touched my edge. Okay.
Yeah, see me, I'm ready to do it. I want something different. I like being different. Like my man want to see different women, he gonna see different women. You want a short hair, bitch? Oh, you want her hair to be green?
I got you a character.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of characters, actually, you're in BMF. I know you have a movie coming out. Has that been put on hold because of the strike?
Yeah.
Damn. So
Yeah.
you can't even really say nothing
I
now.
can't. I'm sorry. I want to because I want to be like, but I can't.
Dang.
Yeah.
I stop at everybody's projects, but I'm excited for you because we saw you in BMF. You killed your role. Unfortunately, obviously, your character died, but, I think there's more to see down that lane. Is that something that you really want to get into as well?
Yeah, I love acting. Acting, really, I probably like it a little bit more only because of the traveling. You don't have to travel as much when you acting. You can stay in one state for like 3 months while you filming and you can do your thing. But I just came from Philly to Nashville to Detroit to Cleveland to Columbus and all in 1 week. You know,
And as your baby gets older, it's probably like, I just want to spend more time with him.
time with my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be with my baby, so I like acting. That's gonna be something big for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we got a snip in BMF, and she got something else. Okay, speaking of your baby, I want to talk about motherhood. I saw you say like, I don't know about baby number 2. It's a little bit of a bid, and I'm petrified to have children. Like I'll be honest. Like I'm so scared. Cause they don't be listening to black women. We be dying, like, you know what I mean? It's just scary to me. Plus, I don't really have no man that makes me want to think about having a child with either, cause that's a big thing. Yeah, y'all got it together.
Yeah.
Like,
It happened pretty fast, but
Yeah, so that's my thing. But I wanted to talk about, motherhood for you and just like your perspective shift. Like, because every mother I meet, young or old, talk about the fact that like motherhood just changes everything for them. What do you think has been significant about motherhood for you personally?
I just first have to say that motherhood is ghetto.
Heard you. Heard you.
It's really ghetto, but it's like that good ghetto time. You know how when you go over your cousin's house and it's like 30 of them, and your grandma cooking and she got the big arm, and y'all all sit around with y'all paper plates, and you remember how that feel?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay, perspective.
Yeah, it's like the beautiful old times when you used to get a whooping and all your cousins was there and they laugh and y'all have a fight. Then y'all eat y'all food on the paper plates on the pallets. Like that's what motherhood is like. It feels so. But you remember how fulfilling it was?
It was.
You remember how you could used to cry, "Ma, please, can I spend the night? Please." It's like that. Like I'm so in love with him, but it just come with so much rockiness that I just be like, okay, let's go on in. He gave me a whole different pair of eyes. Like when I seen him, I just seen everything different after that. It was just like, man, it's time for me. Like all these cars and clothes and jewelry and purses and shoes. And it's about my son. Like it's time for me to invest in him and his career and his future, whatever it is. Like I I really think my security different now. Like after I'm done, thank you for getting me home to my son safe. I appreciate that. Like you everything is intentional now. Like it's not just okay, yeah, you just did your job. Here you go, get your money. No, thank you. You feel me? So it's like you just look at everything different. Even the drive. Thank you for drive safely. It's like you just look at that because just like that, you could not be there to watch them grow for the rest of their life. Because my dad wasn't there for me. So I look at that, right? And I just be like just trying to make this shit make sense.
Do you feel alignment with your baby and your dad? I was going to say that your firstborn being you didn't get to meet your dad.
Has my eyes and I got my dad eyes. I be like, oh, I see what's going on.
Divine.
Yeah.
I wondered. I was like, I feel like is something there for sure.
I think my whole life is divine order. That's why I don't trip about that rap stuff and where I'm at and what's going on. I'm straight. I know I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci.
Well, you got a lot going on. Obviously, you're acting, you're getting your life together. But is there another project coming out? You dropping singles. Usually a single mean a project. So what can we expect?
Project coming for sure. Let me make sure they ain't trying to get me.
Yeah, she's busy. She gotta go. They told you to come on.
We good. We good. Okay. About the project. The project is coming.
Okay.
It's coming. I've been working on it. I don't want to give a date because when I give a date and they see this, they don't play with me. So I'ma just keep it cute and be smart and just
2023 or 2024.
It's more music 2023.
Okay.
But I won't say a whole project. I'm gonna make sure first.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it right. Get it right, because one thing about it, two things for sure. When you rush these artists and then you don't like it, you got something to say.
Bash me all day on the internet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let me take my time.
Right. Let her rewrite the bars if she not feeling them.
Dropped a project in February.
Yeah.
So it's like
she just had a baby. Damn. What y'all want from my sis? Okay, you know what, Kash Doll? Before we harass your fans anymore, no, I want to thank you, sis, for your time. Like I said, you really represent beautiful brown women so well in the industry, and it's just refreshing.
Shout out to you, because you just woke me up. I was really just over it. I came down here. I'm like, I'm gonna come show her some love, But I've been traveling, but you are good at what you do. You woke me up, girl. You did your big one.
Hey, man, listen, I will take the cosign. Kash Doll, let everybody know where they can follow you, get more information, get her single, because she did give you something, okay? Where can they get anything regarding Kash Doll, okay?
At Kash Doll, KASHDOLL, and go get everything.
Okay? She got a baby to feed. Quit playing with her.
My son needs some milk.
Okay.
I can't wait to say that.
Now, I saw you playing with your baby daddy on the BET carpet, talk about, I'm looking for the hoochie dad.
My son need a new pappy. I know, he always be. He's so used to me doing childish stuff. He just be like, that's why he said, why you keep saying that shit? He be over it.
I can't wait to annoy my man.
The house just doing anything. He just be like,
That's how you know you're going to stick beside you, though.
Yeah, stick beside me. I'm a good time.
You are. Well, listen, she got stuff to do and people to see, and she's about to go entertain the masses in Columbus. So, Kash Doll, thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Well, lemonade stand, grab a cup, throw it back, and sip on all of that.
I like that.
Thank you.